Tom Brady is the GOAT right now. I mean, I'm not even really trying to argue that. I just think Rodgers might have a chance at the end of the day, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. Trailer Court 69 chiming in says if Rodgers wins on Sunday and wins the Super Bowl, he will no doubt be an unequivocal GOAT status. And I don't know if he's going to, I don't think just 2 Super Bowls and probably, MVP this year. It'll be his third because he won it in 2011, then he won it in 2014. He almost won it in 2016. Yeah, I don't think 3 MVPs, maybe a Super Bowl MVP, and 2 Super Bowls. I don't know if that's enough to put him in the unequivocal GOAT talk yet. So tell me why we can put Peyton in the GOAT talk on Marino, who has 0 Super Bowls, but Rodgers has more Super Bowls than Marino. Well, Peyton, the reason why Peyton is in the GOAT talk is because everybody knows Peyton pretty much ran his own show. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Peyton was basically the offensive coordinator on the field. He called all his own plays. He ran that offense. And Peyton, I mean, the dude still has the record for the most touchdowns in the season. I want to say he probably has, he had multiple seasons of like 13+ wins. I mean, he's just an absolute genius on the field. He's a wizard with the ball. I mean, Peyton Manning, he definitely deserves, he's the first quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl with 2 different franchises. So, I mean, Peyton is definitely in the GOAT talk because Peyton Manning did something in an era that no one else was doing, and that's really like, he was a throwback to the day when quarterbacks called their own plays, man. And, Peyton is he's one of the GOATs for sure. He's definitely a top 5 quarterback of all time. But, yeah, Rodgers has stuff to prove, man. You can't be in the GOAT talk with only 1 ring. I agree with Black Sheep Chronicles as well, man, who says, sadly, Peyton Manning GOAT status will diminish over the years. He has 2 rings, but he wasn't very clutch. Regular season stud, though. Yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning, his GOAT status will diminish as the years go by. And on top of it all, says Trailer Court 69, Aaron has been doing without anywhere near the talent Manning and Brady had over their quarterback careers. He has been doing it by himself for the majority of the years. And if Aaron had the talent that Brady had at his disposal on defense, I'll say not offense. I think Aaron had better offensive talent. But if Aaron had the talent that Brady had on defense, I think he would definitely have had more opportunities at a Super Bowl. And Peyton Manning, I mean, we all know Peyton Manning. I mean, he had Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Marvin Harrison. He had Edgerrin James. I mean, the defense not so much, but offensively they were stacked. They were definitely stacked offensively. And Black Sheep Chronicle says Rodgers has had a ton of talent. That's actually not factual. That's inaccurate, bro. Rodgers has not had a ton of talent. Now, what I would tell you is they had a scheme on offense that utilized their ability to go 5 wide and spread teams out, and they were kind of ahead of the curve on that offensive scheme. But Greg Jennings was great for the Packers, but he's not an all-time great receiver, bro. He only made a Pro Bowl maybe once or twice, okay? He was never all-pro. The Packers never had an all-pro wide receiver. Look back, Mr. Black Sheep Chronicles. Look back over the years when Aaron Rodgers was winning MVPs and they were going to the Super Bowl. There was not one all-pro on that team outside of Aaron Rodgers. Let me see. Jordy Nelson may have made all-pro second team one year. Let me see. Second team all-pro in 2014, okay? So he still wasn't even looked at as one of the best receivers in football. Now, I think maybe because he was white. If Jordy Nelson was black, I do think he probably would have had an all-pro. He would have probably got a little more credit. And I think maybe Jordy Nelson deserved to be all-pro. He definitely had all-pro talent. But I'm just saying, overall, Rodgers has not had – I mean, there was a stretch in Rodgers' career where they went 3 years without a 100-yard rusher, bro. Are you kidding me? Not 3 games. They went 3 years without a 100-yard rusher. And I wouldn't even say that when you say, and Trailer Court says, outside of Adams, Nelson and Jones are the best talent he's had. And I'm assuming you mean Aaron Jones. And, Randall Cobb was nice, but, I mean, come on. He didn't have a bunch of all-pros, man. Yeah, Nelson did not get the respect he deserved, I believe. He probably had some all-pro seasons and then there was also the Packers, their defense, their offensive scheme was predicated around spreading the ball out and finding the best matchup, like putting their going 5 wide and saying, look, we think our 4th or 5th best guy or 3rd best guy is better than your 3rd or 4th or 5th best guy. We might not have one of the top 10 guys in the league at 1 and 2, but we have guys at 3, 4, and 5 that we know for a fact is better than your 3, 4, and 5 defenders on the field. And it was all predicated on timing and Aaron Rodgers just being great. All of these guys, when they left the Packers, they didn't do much. James Jones, he didn't do anything when he left the Packers. Greg Jennings, he didn't do anything when he left the Packers. Jordy Nelson, he didn't do anything when he left the Packers. I mean, as much as it kind of pains me to say that, they didn't even have that great of an offensive line in the beginning of Aaron Rodgers' career, dog. Like, Aaron Rodgers was actually one of the most sacked quarterbacks his first 5 years as a starter. He was one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL. One year he got sacked like 50-something, 60-something times, man. And then on top of all of that, when you look at what Matt LaFleur has been able to do in the last 2 seasons with this team, and then you compare it to what Mike McCarthy accomplished over his tenure with the Green Bay Packers, I think it's clear that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning had better coaches their entire career. I don't even think you can argue that. Bill Belichick and Tony Dungy, I think they're way better coaches than Mike McCarthy. So, and I mean, you cannot put, I don't think you can put Jordy Nelson. You can't put Jordy Nelson in the same category as Marvin Harrison. I don't even know if he's in it. I don't even know if, I think maybe Jordy Nelson and Reggie Wayne are comparable. I feel like that's a good comparison for Jordy. Maybe if Jordy was black, I think he would kind of compare to like Reggie Wayne. You know, he was definitely faster than people gave him credit for. Jordy was actually a track star at Kansas. But also at the same time, the Packers, they spread the ball around so much, you know. Manning just really he went to the same 2 dudes over and over. It was Marvin Harrison, Dallas Clark, and Dallas Clark, and Reggie Wayne. And actually, I think there was one year where all 3 of those dudes had 1,000 yards receiving, wasn't it? So the Packers, they spread the ball around a lot. So I think that also took away from some people's numbers, but I don't think you can say that you know, even Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski and Randy Moss, when they had those guys there for a couple of years. I mean, I don't even think you can compare. Now this year, I mean, Devontae Adams, he might have an opportunity to go down as a top 10 receiver of all time. I mean, he definitely has the skills. He's going to need the longevity. He's going to need to play maybe until his 35, 36. Maybe he can play that long. We'll see, man. I definitely think, to go back to the original topic of discussion, I definitely think Rodgers has an opportunity to put himself into that GOAT conversation, but he's going to definitely need at least 2 more Super Bowls, you know, at least 2 more. That would give him 3 Super Bowls. He's going to need a few more MVPs, regular season MVPs, Super Bowl MVPs. He's going to need more memorable games. I mean, if he beats Tom Brady this year to go to the Super Bowl, and then say he beats Patrick Mahomes, who everybody thinks is the best quarterback in the NFL right now, that's going to go a long way to establishing his legacy. They're going to say, damn, he beat Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in the same year and had the number 1 seed and beat the number 1 defense that year. They're going to look back at this 2020 season and be like, damn, Rodgers, this was maybe one of the greatest seasons ever by a quarterback. But he's got to finish the deal. And the first step into that potential pedestal that he's trying to climb right now to the GOAT is beating Tom Brady at home in Lambeau Field with everything on the line, a trip to the Super Bowl, especially after they already got destroyed earlier in the season. And Trailer Court says, so does that mean we can take Brett Favre out of the GOAT conversation? I think Brett Favre is definitely top 10 quarterbacks of all time. But there can only be one GOAT. That's the thing. There can only be one GOAT. I know we like to say so-and-so's a GOAT and this person had a GOAT game and da-da-da-da-da. Like, there can only be one GOAT. You know, and the greatest quarterback of all time, the GOAT quarterback right now is unquestionably, undoubtedly Tom Brady. Thomas Edward, Patrick Brady or some shit. Skip Bayless likes to always say his name. He's got 4 names. But I do think Aaron Charles Rodgers can put himself into the conversation, but he has a lot of work to do. But right now it's Tom Brady, and I don't think it's close. It's not Brett Favre. Brett Favre is maybe like, he's top 10. Brett Favre is top 10. He's probably like 8, 9, or 10. He's probably like toward the end of the spectrum.
Puda, you the GOAT, boy.